I'd like to now do my impersonation of me at a hardware store.
A really interesting display here in the Charleston Airport, showing the seafood place. But look at it, it's okay, it's got voted #1, that's all well and good, but it's showing a line. It shows the line that people wait for. And by the way, I've walked by this place many times, there's always a line. This is called the law of social proof, and you tell the story that what you want is what everybody else wants. Do you have a good story about social proof? I love this.
So I'm working today in Charleston, South Carolina, one of my favorite cities. I got my mastermind group in town, and I wanted to have a couple of questions that have come in to ask Jeff. First question from Tom. He says, in today's world of texting, how do we get the right balance of texting responses to questions from our prospects, but still getting them back for a face-to-face meeting? We seem to have the problem that after we text, the prospect goes dark. And I'm going to suggest you right away that I'm just not a big fan of texting. I'm really not. And I'll tell you why. Because I know for me, when I get a text, I read the text, I look at it, and then it disappears. It might as well disappear because it disappears from my mind. See, the problem with text is you don't know where that prospect is and what they're going to be doing. Texting is one of those things that somebody can be sitting in a meeting, furtively look at their phone, get the text, and then they forget about it. You see, at least with a phone call, if I leave a voicemail, there's a record of that still there. The text is, for all intents and purposes, is going to disappear. The other thing with a phone call is that it extends the relationship. You get a voice communication and they can hear who you are and it connects them more to you. So my suggestion is use text sparingly. Another question from Lisa, how do you compare your competition without thrashing them? I think that's exactly what you want to do. You do not ever, I go with the adage that when you throw dirt, you lose ground. And so what you do is you use something called symbolic selling, where I am highlighting what I have that I know my competitor does not. But I'm not mentioning my competitor by name. I'm simply saying we include this or we build this way or whatever it is. And then we say, that's how you know you're getting a good quality product. I'm not dissing somebody else's product, and I'm not saying I'm not mentioning the name of a competitor. I'm just saying that our quality is there, or whatever attribute you want to put out there. We offer this. It's how you know you're getting good quality. And we'll leave it to the customer to be able to draw any inferences as to whether if somebody is not providing it, whether it's inferior quality, right? Does that make sense? So that's the idea here. It's called symbolic selling. Make sure you know specifically those few things that you can point out that you can offer and you know your competitor does not. And you can ask any questions. Just send them to ask@jeffshore.com. We'll answer them in a future episode.